Are you experiencing what I felt in the present time? The traffic along the Taft Avenue in Manila and also in EDSA. The pork barrel scam, the senators who are put in jail, high number of unemployed Filipinos and increasing rate of crime in the Philippines every year. Lack of development in our education. Argue in the sea territory of Philippines between the Republic of China are always the topic in front news. Every time we watch in our television, media always shows this kind of problems and shows a slow process to put an end. Sometimes it takes a year to finish or it is diminished and back again. What action does Filipino millennials do in coping up in this kind of situations? What happened to those values they learn in their young lives and when they become adults is lost? How dare is their attitude be like that? We, their next generation who handle the Philippines next, should be their inspiration and their motivation to keep Philippines will not fall and can be one of the other countries grow fast. First of all, let me introduce to you who Filipino millennials are. According to an article in Time magazine, millennials are the people in the year 1980s to early 2000. In the Philippines, many known people were born in that are still alive and still working until now, like our President, Mr. Benigno Aquino, and all the senators and government officials. Our teachers and professors teaches us in school, the CEO and its staffs in different business companies. Here in the Philippines, people in military service, the overseas Filipino workers, and even the normal Filipino men who works daily for their family here in our country. It is a great pleasure to us that these people are still ongoing for our future of the country. With them why I am proud of the Filipino millennials is because of the attitude they make. The attitude on how they socialize with different Filipino, even in foreign people, felt also. According to a survey in News of Inquirer, Filipino millennials are the happiest and least stressed in the world. According to a study that surveyed the millennial generation across 32 countries, Filipinos have a happiness level of 83%, India is next with 81%, China 80%, Thailand 78%, Malaysia 77%, and Singapore 69%, said the Viacom International Media Networks, study dubbed as the next normal, an unprecedented look at millennials worldwide. As a matter of fact, this is a good news for the Filipino millennials. The article tends to define Filipinos are incapable of making smiles in their faces and find ways to cope in any situations happen in the country. It also shows how Filipino millennials are fond of being an optimistic generation. Another value is the hard-working, lots of strength, and has responsibility in doing their job in working hours. The normal 8 hours a day is complete with hard works and lots of effort to their job, ending with a great responsibility. Another value will be Filipinos is a fond of having social interaction with one another, creating unity and have own understanding with one another, creating one goal. Having this kind of value, Filipinos created a nation and its government. For example, is in the year 1986, Filipinos create unity and full force to have the People Power Revolution to remove President Ferdinand Marcos in reigning Philippine government. Another, during calamities, Filipinos is still capable to help other Filipinos to put them in a safe place. Nowadays, Filipino millennials have come up with the modernization era, wherein technology is with us by through internet like Facebook and Twitter, plus the mobile phones and computer. There are many values Filipinos have, but for me, it is the best among the others leading to a strong nation. Second, I compare Filipino millennials with other countries, like the American millennials and Chinese millennials. In American millennials, Time magazine made by Joel Stein, they are called me generation, taking themselves as narcissistic and lazy. In the values given to them, Filipino millennials is the winner than the American millennials in terms of good traits. but it seems differ for the perception because America is the strongest and very developed country than in our country. Why would I say so? Because Filipino millennials have lacked this of ability to trust to themselves, and the intellectual ability is not quite good. One good example here is making law in our country, and I've seen them making law that was not good to be implemented. Like the anti-selfie law, this is not good law for us Filipinos. The RH bill is a very good idea to be implemented, especially for this year and other incoming years because population in the Philippines is growing largely. But because of the religious purpose of the church, it must be revised so it can be used. Another millennial is the Chinese. Chinese millennials they were bullies in their personal finances, entrepreneurial, have social responsibility according to Jing Daly. It looks like Chinese millennials are more focused on their economic growth building a better nation. And maybe it is the reason why Chinese claims the West Philippine Sea. All in all, Filipino millennials were still one of the best millennials in the world. All people are one, but have different characteristics. I believe it is not definitely true that Filipino millennials cannot stand its own feet and let our nation fall. Filipino millennials are champion. Champion like the other generation who stands out for our nation. They have this slow process to solve the situations encounter, but they ensure to us it is surely and well planned to end up. We, the next generation who handle up the nation, must give and show to them that they with us, and to say to them it is the right time to wake up and show all in what they have got for their plans and ideas, which is depending to the future of the entire country and for the next generation. What are we waiting for? Let's build a one better and developed nation and show Filipino pride with other countries. Thank you and good day.